Okay, 5 minutes. Oh, well, it is rainy in Taipei today, and I've been so sleepy all day long because of the rain. But it's a work day, so I gotta work, and it's hard to work. It's hard to focus when you just want to sleep. But I'm doing okay. Come on, kitty tail, move your cat butt. Um, so 5 minutes today on decaf coffee because when it's rainy like this and I'm feeling so tired, I really want to have coffee. But I think I've mentioned this before. I'm no longer drinking caffeinated coffee. I wasn't drinking any coffee at all after my accident because I think one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I'm predisposed to anxiety and stress, but mostly just anxiety. And there are things that I do that I enjoy that tend to trigger the anxiety and heighten the anxiety. And caffeine is definitely one of them. And the irony is that I've known this for a really long time. Um, I used to drink coffee in my early 20s, and then I stopped drinking it. I started just focusing on green teas. And then I started drinking coffee again. Um, and then I got really into coffee culture, like learning about different roasts and the grinds and the washes and how to make good coffee. And I got really turned on to light roast coffee. The lighter the beans, the more floral and the more flavorful the coffee, because coffee is a fruit and you can taste the fruit if it's lightly roasted. But if it's dark roasted, it's just burned, and all you're tasting is creosol. So you're just tasting, it could taste like anything. I mean, it still tastes good. I still like dark roast, I still like espresso, but, you know, once you kind of like go down that path of, realizing coffee is a fruit and the fruit has all these different complex flavors that you could only get it when it's light roast, then, you go there. The problem is that light roast coffee has maybe twice or three times the caffeine of a dark roast. Yeah, yeah, like way more caffeine. The reason is because when you roast a coffee bean, you are also burning out the caffeine. So the darker the roast, the less caffeine. A lot of people are surprised to learn that espresso roast actually has the least amount of caffeine of all the roasts. But there's this perception around espresso being strong. But actually, it's the least caffeinated. The lighter the roast, the higher the caffeine. So, anyways, I got really into drinking light roast coffee, and it's got tons of caffeine, and I think that was just doing a number on my anxiety. Basically, making me super anxious all the time. And I think I was kind of aware of it, but so into my coffee and having it be such a habit of mine that it was really hard to stop that. Of course, after my accident, I've realized anxiety is dangerous. And, I need to do whatever I need to do to avoid anxiety, at least avoid things that trigger anxiety. I think I tend to be an anxious prone person. I don't always feel anxious, but I'm prone to anxiety. And so I just have to avoid those things. And caffeine is one of them, high caffeine. So no more light roast coffee, that's for sure. And in general, just no coffee, no caffeine coffee. Yeah. No caffeine coffee. Well, there's my 5 minutes. But decaffeinated coffee, now that's another thing because I can go at 5 p.m. to my local Starbucks, which is one of the only, I think maybe the only coffee spot in Taiwan that sells decaf coffee. Um, Starbucks has decaf Americano, decaf espresso, and it tastes exactly like their regular Americano, which is so so for me. I prefer a hand dripped light roast coffee, and we have actually recently found a light roast coffee in Taiwan, grown in Taiwan, processed in Taiwan, that is amazing. It's the first decaf light roast that I've had that tastes really good, super bougie. Normally, I don't cut my videos so that I can inject things. But, anyways, this is the coffee. Let's see if we can get a Coffee X. Amazing decaf coffee. Grown in Taiwan, processed in Taiwan. It tastes amazing. Anyways, super happy to have found that. So now I get that light roast coffee flavor whenever I want without any of that anxiety inducing, sleep disrupting caffeine. Yeah, it's just not worth it. But the flavor is amazing. Anyways, again, way beyond my 5 minutes. Happy Thursday.